lot of stuff is going on in the DC universe that no one seems to care about. Well, I do, and I'm here to bring it to your screen. If you're entertained, if you like my content, if you just like listening to me talk, to do some freaky weird stuff, well, hit the subscribe button because this is the question, and she has gotten down to the brass tacks of who the hell is infecting the DC Universe new Watchtower. Please hit the subscribe button, pretty please. Alright, so she's the new head of security for a Watchtower full of heroes, people way more powerful than her. Why was she brought here? He definitely had greater minds, Mr. Terrific, Batman, but yet she was here and she had to do a job. Following the lead she got before the madness, she realized that everything was starting to fall into place. Ken, one of the challengers of the unknown, who helped build the Watchtower, was a target because he knew too much. He probably saw something before anyone else, and the person who is instigating this whole scenario wanted him out of the picture. But doing this alone was not an option. This place was way too big. She needed the help, and honestly, she had the help. It's just that the help did not really like her at the moment. But this was not in question. She had a job to do. They had a job to do. As she made up her mind to go find her partner, she felt a goo in her chest, and she tossed it out, thinking nothing of it. And then she went to her. She went to Batwoman, her literal ex and her partner for this case. Weird, right? Well, something weirder was happening. Someone was infecting the tower's system, and Blue Beetle was the first one to notice. Someone was trying to shut down all securities in place to stop people from escaping from the Phantom Zone. And before he could stop it, he was stopped himself. The shadows themselves attacked him. They suffocated him. And from the back, we see who this assailant is. It was Nightshade. She had white eyes. She looked different. And we see that she was very much under the influence of someone. She didn't want to do any of this, but he kept cajoling her, and it worked. With one push of the button, she disabled the systems, and he came from the shadows, wearing a Superman suit. Could this really be the Man of Steel? We shall find out. But first, the question had some questioning to do, and the person she went to question was the Eradicator. You see, he tried to kill her, and now she wanted answers. But the thing about him is, anyone that was not Kryptonian, he looked down on. He was never going to give her an answer. So she decided to go with brute force. Honey, give me my ring. As she wore the kryptonite ring, she went to work. He was an android, of course, but this was still kryptonite. It hurt like a bitch. She wanted to know who his master was, but he kept speaking in riddles. She said, boy, I don't have time for riddles. Give me an answer now. She kept punching and caving in its skull. Even Batwoman was like, bruh, stand down. She said, no, give me my Phantom Zone gun. Pointed it at his head and told him, talk now or you head to the Phantom Zone. I'm not playing with you. And as he saw the gun, he smiled. Ah, isn't this ironic? She was confused. Ironic? What do you mean by that? And just like that, everything started to fall into place. The suits they confiscated came to life. The Phantom Zone projector released an inmate, the person with the Superman suit. Could this be a clone? Could this be trouble? Yes. Everyone in the Watchtower felt the presence. Even Nightshade was part of the plan as she walked around looking beautiful, actually imprisoning every hero she came across. And her next stop was to the holding center. As Batwoman noticed, Nightshade, what's going on? The Eradicator said, aye, this has gone on long enough. Freeing himself from his binds, Nightshade pinned all of them down. He simply just walked away. Now, free from his binds. The roles were reversed. Batwoman and the Question were now bound. And just like that, Renee figured everything out, and she felt stupid. Who would risk all of this, put a challenger of the unknown in a hospital wing, actually risk lives? They needed help. The Eradicator laughed. You were supposed to be the help. Sadly, you figured it out too late. Now, he's here. Batwoman wanted to know who was here. Who is this mastermind? And just like that, we see all over the Watchtower, heroes were bound. The metallic surface of the ship, of the Watchtower, was forming tentacles and pinning everyone down. Everyone except the suit of armor, now piloted by someone, now piloted by him. As he stepped out of the shadow, we see his face. Yup, it's this prick. The Eradicator was bad enough. Now they had to deal with Cyborg Superman and his team. Oh boy, it's about to be a madness in the Watchtower, and I'm here for it. Peace, peace.